Shalom, my people. Shalom. What is it? Okay. The door is closed and everything like that. Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Shalom. There's a lot of shit that I want to show you guys. All right. A lot of YouTube videos I want to show you. A lot of videos I do want to show you. Because, I just more emphasize of what's happening around this time, you know. Yeah. So we're definitely doing that. But first, I want to motivate you guys. Easy. Let me just put my weed right here. And yes, I got it from a dealer, not from these weed dispensary fucks. Even though I already told my friend, like, sometimes my friends have it and shit like that, and sometimes I'm not even going to argue with them with their bullshit. So yeah. So, anyways. I want you to see this right here, alright? A lot of brothers and sisters are doing this, and I haven't really showed it off at all. Mainly because I just started doing it this year. Not to say I wasn't practicing a few years ago. I was, but then it wasn't really working, so I was like, alright, that's fine. I literally told myself that, hey, for this to work, I have to go deep within. And I have to evolve myself more and more and more, basically. So, hopefully you guys can see this. Can you see this? Can you? Hold on. Not this water bottle. We'll probably do that later. Right here, right? Okay. Alright, look at this. And put this right here. And by the way, I'll talk about the whole drink stuff that I have right now. That a lot of people will probably be like, why do you have this here? So, it's the three sisters. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. But hopefully you guys can see this good. Hold on, no. I'm trying to see which way it could be good. Actually, okay. So, here, I'm going to show you this. Just breathe. Alright? Let it explode like a reactor. You see? You see? Yeah, I even moved the water bottle a little bit. Alright? So let's show this off right here. Alright? See how the water bottle moved? I'll do it again. Alright, I also been doing it from like far away and shit like that. So I'm watching our Collai's video and shit like that. See, this is what I do. People are different. I remember watching Lemon H's video about it. And I remember going like this too. The whole like what you see in Dragon Ball Z, the Kamehameha type shit. You just go like that didn't do anything for me. So I tried to do, the finger thing. And it works. It's starting to work now, but before it didn't work at all. Mainly because I was just doing this. I was just doing this. Oh, wait, sorry. There we go. So, what was it? I was just doing that. Mainly because, what was it? Obviously, I'm doing it differently. How I'm doing it differently is that I'm spreading my hands like this, like wings, and I'm just going like, and then you hold that energy and you do that. People are different. People can just, and then, do that. And I could do that too. I recently found out today that I could literally, instead of holding it in and doing it, I can literally, and then do it, So, the water bottle moved that time. So, hold on, I'm trying to, hold on. Alright, so there's a lot of videos I do want to show you guys right now. And I'm going to show you more about the, hold on, let me What can I take out of here? Yeah, I'm almost done with this video anyways. I'll take it out. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here on Instagram. Because there's a lot of shit to show. There's a lot of shit to see here. Alright? First of all, let's listen to Orion TV real quick before I get to some of the stuff that I want to really talk about here. And this recent video that he just talked about right here was really, really good. So, I know some brothers and sisters already heard this video. But if you already heard it, you can fast forward it and stuff like that. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
You guys see what's going on with the mitosis, right? And for those of you who don't know what the mitosis is when cells reproduce. They reproduce by splitting. One cell becomes two. It separates and becomes two separate entities. The old cell dies. The new cell goes on to become whatever it was designed to be. So a skin cell, brain cell, whatever, that's the new cell, like the new earth, and you're witnessing that mitosis right now. You're witnessing a split in this universe, this reality, this aka cell. So what's happening, fam, is the people who can't let go, their minds are going to be broken. And by not letting go, here is the example. Exactly what you see going on right now in the reality. We have UFOs, UAPs, quote-unquote drones, and orbs, celestial bodies, angels, grandma's peach tea, whatever you want to call them. We have them in the atmosphere. We have all kinds of earth changes taking place everywhere, all at once. No one has a grasp or a full understanding of what's going on. But you have a certain set of these people in the mitosis who believe that they're a government or some physical being that they see on TV or in politics, or a celebrity is going to come tell them exactly what's happening, as if everything on earth is just a prank that these 1% are pulling on all of us plebes. But fam, this is not so.
Right.
This is definitely the works of the Most High. And anyone who cannot accept this natural change, fam, they're not going to make it. In their minds, they will be in the metaverse. In their minds, they will still be in the matrix. That's what happens when you stay plugged in when the system shuts down. Your mind crashes. You stay stuck in the false construct, just like in the movie Inception. They can't wake up from the dream, so they stay in the dream forever. So what's going to happen is you and I are going to be on new earth, walking around, enjoying the new bliss of the garden, while they're going to be in caves. They're going to be underground. They're going to be in hovels. But in their mind, they're going to be thinking they're going to McDonald's for lunch at work. You're going to see groups of these zombies walking around, sitting down like they're at a job in a building. 12 o'clock come, they're going to get up like they're going to McDonald's. They're going to get up like they're going to Burger King or Subway. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. You get the point. In their minds, that's where the metaverse will exist. It won't exist anywhere else. And these are the people who don't make the lottery to go underground with the vampires where they think they're going to be rescued at. All the people who are stuck up here with us, they're going to lose their minds. They're going to think the world is over. And instead of facing reality, adapting and moving forward, they're going to either die or collapse mentally. Right back into the matrix that they're going to create on their own. They will create their own hallucination. They're going to be walking around dusty, tattered, but in their minds, they're going to be in a suit and tie, driving around in their Benz to work. They're going to see reality how they want to, not how it is. Do you understand me? They're going to create the reality, but in the negative way. They're going to use their own spiritual power against themselves. They took the Jabberwocky. Now they're locked into the negative code. That code was made to destroy them, destroy their minds, and everything in existence that belongs to the Most High. They don't like it. So these people took that code, they took that poison, and they're going to live in that reality during this mitosis, if you get what I'm saying. We're going to be in the same space, but totally different dimensions. We're not going nowhere. The meek shall inherit the earth. Everything is here. Life is what you make it. It's either heaven or hell based on your mindset. And these cats who took the Jabberwocky, these cats who refuse to let go of the old paradigm and ride the wave into the new earth, they're going to be lost within themselves.
It's true.
You see, Council, the problem they're having is this. They're still waiting to go back to normal, some new normal. And in the back of their minds, they really believe in it because the government and the powers that used to be told them that. And no matter how radically things change, no matter how much everything gets shifted into a whole new frame.
What was it? Just like that one orc when I was in classes years ago. And I said that, hey, this shit is over. This orc was like, well, we need to get some type of normal. Yo, the ones that are going to suffer the most are the fucking teachers, principals, policemen. Yeah, all of you are going to fucking suffer. Because this is your fucking system. This is your fucking ward. And your ward is going to die. And it's dying right now. There's nothing you can do about it. Nisaka wuta nakalita hakada. Mama Cosmos has spoken. Mama Tiamat has spoken. This is done for you motherfuckers. Alright? Staying still, hand in hand with Mama Cosmos, Mama Planet, or else you will be fucked. Alright?
Framework. They will not accept it. They keep dreaming about this normal, the way the world existed before 2020, and it will never happen.
Yep.
You and I both know that, but they won't let go and accept it. And again, because of that situation, they will not make it. You have to adapt or you will die. Yeah, so Council, to put it...
I've said this before 1,000 times. If you see in nature, if they don't adapt, guess what happens? They die off. They die off. They die off. And when I say this shit to like friends or family, they want to get upset. Now, what do you mean I would die off? Because you haven't adapted yourself. You don't know what's out there in the spiritual. You don't even know what's inside thyself. Some of us are still fucking bummed up that this motherfucker is president. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You are paying attention to a ward that is dying. And guess what? You're going to go along with it. This ward has been dead for a long time. Alright? And sooner or later, it's going to come to a point where brothers and sisters cannot escape this shit. And they will fall and die if they don't get right with the planet or with themselves. Alright? Because there's creatures, monsters around us that are going to make sure that these motherfuckers don't come back. Okay? And we are going to make sure, too, that they don't come back either. Like I said before, once we get rid of these motherfuckers, we're going to put a fucking cage. Not literally a cage, but we're going to make a force field around our planet that any type of wicked motherfucker comes in, before they even look at our planet, they will disintegrate it. They would be disintegrate. If you look at our planet and think about something, disintegrate. Disintegrate. Because that's the shit that we're moving in now. Alright? And since I thought about it, other brothers and sisters are thinking about it too. I'm sure I'm not the first one that thought about it. Alright? It's going to be that time. It's going to be that time. When a wicked being tries to look at this planet and be like, oh, I could do that. And before they even reach our destination, they will die.
It's simply, with all that's going on in the universe, I'm talking about everywhere, right across the range, in the skies, the water, the earth, the air, the seas, the volcanoes, everything in imagination that's taking place right now. These cats are still waiting for the government to come out and be like, oh, it was all just a prank. Y'all don't worry about it. Go back to sheep. Go back to grazing, you goyim. Everything is good. Don't worry about a thing. There's no aliens. There's no demons. We were just pulling a test. That's what they're waiting for Babylon to come out and say. And
it was all a dream. I used to read one magazines. Saw in Pepper and Blink and my limousine. Hang up pictures on my wall. I couldn't help myself.
And that's never gonna happen. Shit's gonna keep getting more and more wild by the second. And anyone who can't adjust, you will not make it. That's all it boils down to. With everything happening, it wouldn't even matter at this point. Everything is being pushed in a whole nother direction.
Yep.
We see the direction Babylon is trying to take the world into. In the mitosis, they're trying to pull you down in some sort.
And I don't have to talk about everything about Babylon because Bobby Hemmett talked about it, Remedy H talked about it, and I talked about it a little bit with my friend. So, like, if you know, you know. I don't have to discuss it here, you know. So, if you don't know, everything will be revealed. Like, trust me on that. If you don't know right now, you will know eventually. So, don't worry about that.
Or the Borg-like existence of straight robotics and machinery with no organic life, no love, no empathy, a world of no heart. They want you in the hell zone. That's obviously the pattern they're trying to create. If you're a wise one, if you're serving the Most High, you know to go against that. Repel the beast. Do not take their mark, number, or name. It's obviously that's what they're hurting everyone into. With all this goofiness going on, they're trying to use it to their advantage. They're not in control of anything but the minds of their own Cabbage Patch Kids. Free your mind. That's the difference that's going down in this reality right now.
Yep.
Some of us are free. Some of us will always be slaves. And the line has already been drawn in the sand. If you can't see this, then you're probably one of the slaves. Again, it doesn't matter if this is some kind of prank or a joke, or if they're putting on some kind of show on the world stage. It doesn't matter. The world as you know it is over. And let me tell you again, this is not their stage show. This play is being run by the Most High and the agents of the God King. Get with it or get left. Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah. Yeah, Council, so all these exposés that I've been making are just to help you let go of the old world and step into the new Earth wave. You either do or you die. Let's go. Bang, bang.
Point blank and simple. But let's see if I can show something else, because there's a lot of shit happening right now. Let's see, what should I show off here? I know you guys saw the fires in California. I probably don't have to show that, right? Let's see. But, oh yeah, this brother right here just saw, let me go back over here. You see right here? You see that? You see that? Like, things are activating right now, guys. There's so many things that are activating right now. All right? Don't be surprised if sooner or later the pyramids just glow. Just saying. And I'm talking about every pyramid in the whole damn world. Not just what they say Egypt. All right? Because that's what the false people will think of. No, I'm talking about all around the planet. Remember when Avatar The Last Airbender? When Aang woke up from that ice? And then everything just glued up and everything like that. All the even the statues from the even the statues from all the avatars, the previous avatars, that I glued and everything like that. And then even one of the Fire Lords, it was like, tell the Fire Lord right away, the Avatar has returned. You know, so something to think about. Something to think about. All right, seriously. I just think this is funny right here. This right here. Like, a photo captured striking the lightning behind Donald Trump. The fact that it made him look like a fucking, like, what is it, like a cartoon villain or some shit is hilarious. It's just so funny. Donald Trump. Oh god. I don't know. I can't help myself but laugh at that shit. But look at this.
Using birds to monitor us.
Look at this. Always be aware, people, of what's going on. Alright? Don't be covenant dissonant. Look at this shit. You know what I thought of too when I first saw this?
Are they using birds to monitor us?
I'm not saying that's not true, but I thought about this. What if the birds are showing their natural vibration color, and you can see it in certain spots? You know, I mean, I could be gone, but I won't be surprised if it is true. You know, so I'm not holding anything out. You know, seriously, don't leave any stone unturned. You know, and this is something right here too. Look at this.
Check this out, y'all. Look at what was just recorded in San Diego.
Look at this.
Look at these jellyfish.
That's beautiful.
Blue jellyfish and a whole bunch of them. Do y'all see that? Yo, I've never seen jellyfish before, but you guys know how I always...
Oh yeah, look at this.
Check this out. Let me show you guys how synchronicity works, how the matrix works.
Hold on.
Look at what TikTok is also selling right now. Blue sour gushers, y'all. They look...
All right. Before I continue on, let's look at this real quick. There we go. Just wanted to show you guys more and shit like that. Hold on. Let's continue in the video.
Like jellyfish. They look like the blue jellyfish, y'all. And we talked about these before, these sprites, how I believe these are jellyfish as above, so below. We have an ocean above us, and we have an ocean below us.
Yep.
And these are big jellyfish, huge ones. I mean, what do you imagine a fourth or fifth dimensional jellyfish to look like? Remember, the mind of the creator is limitless. So you got these popping up, and then
look at that.
These were taken in Poland, y'all.
Look at this.
Look at this. These are literal jellyfish.
Now, I've seen these jellyfishes before. Now, not in this color. I've seen them in like a cloud-shaped color. Basically, when I was going to classes one day, when I was going to college one day, I literally was looking at the window, and I'm seeing a freaking jellyfish in the sky. I'm like, is that a jellyfish? Is that a squid? Oh, no, it's a jellyfish. Wow, you know? I was looking at it exactly like that. The only difference is that the tentacles were not as long. They were like up to like here. They were like about that long, basically, when I saw it in the clouds. And they were moving like right, basically. They were moving the right way, basically. They were not floating up like this, as you see, basically.
I want to try to say it's Project PB, but okay, why is it out there? What if it is Project PB? Like, why would they be showing us this?
If anyone is still going to mention the Project Bluebeam stuff, like, we passed that shit already, guys. We passed that shit. Like, if you don't know what's really going on this planet, then you're just going to think everything's Project Bluebeam. Alright?
Reason to this. There's a reason to their madness. And I don't know if you were aware of this, y'all, but did you know there's a lot of jellyfish being found dead as of late? I'm talking about thousands and thousands everywhere. This was in England, y'all. Thousands of moon jellyfish. I'm talking about jellyfish are ending up all over the world, y'all. Dead all over the world. I mean, take a look at this, y'all. A whole bunch of Portuguese jellyfish on the beach. They say this thing went on for miles. For miles. Look at this.
According to California state parks, these sea creatures are known as Velela velela, or by their nickname, by the wind sailor. They are related to jellyfish and have recently been found in places like Cuccce and the Sandspit at Montana de Oro State Park.
There was like probably thousands of them. They were covering the beach even more than here today.
You heard what the nickname was for them? You heard what she called them? By the wind sailor. Look at this. Is she talking about this? Are the jellyfish literally painting the skies?
I thought of that too.
If you look at a gusher, right? If you look at a gusher, it looks like jelly, doesn't it? When it squeezes, it looks like jelly, right? Now, doesn't it look just like that? Doesn't it look just like this? Doesn't it look just like that? Oh my God. God is jelly. Just like I told you. We start off as jelly, right? And we become life. Life is jelly. That's why Destiny Child said, I don't think you're ready for all this jelly. She's literally talking about this new fifth dimensional energy. Excuse me, they are literally talking about this new fifth dimensional energy. Because as spiritual beings, we know energy doesn't die, it only transmutes to another form. So are these the other forms? Could the energies of the jellyfish, the plasma beings, be creating these things? What y'all think, y'all? Things are very interesting at this moment, y'all. Anything is possible, right? But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace out. Check this out, y'all.
Okay.
Look at what was just recorded.
Oh, sorry about that. So, right now, I'm gonna, after, let's see, is there another video I could show you before I continue on? Let's see. Nothing, I mean, there's some stuff, but I don't want to show you all of it because I don't want to be here all day, guys. But I will show you this. I will actually show you this. There's stuff that's happening in China. There's stuff like that, okay? I want to mention that right now. But here's this right here. This is from Orion TV.
Council, just a reminder. 2025 on the Gregorian.
Look how beautiful is that?
Doom for us. It's doom for Babylon. Mystery Babylon. Them alone. They spread their bed. They're going to lie in it. Everyone's going to reap what they sow. And what we reap is the crystal grid. Because we are the children of the Christ. The children of the Most High, the sons
Look how
of
beautiful
God.
this shit is.
This is a reflection of what's coming. I'm talking straight abundance from here on out, so fret not thyself. And this massive crystal right here, this beautiful piece of existence that you see here in the reality, I personally believe it's a shard off of one of the giant crystal trees that fell from back in the day. Because no one knows how crystals are created. They cannot make them without the natural elements provided by the Most High. This is the crystal grid pattern. This is crystal grid business. Ashe to the ancestors. Ashe to the titans. We have returned. So stay up and blossom, my loves. Shine on, crystal children. Bang. Yeah. Yeah, fam, don't forget, it is the mitosis. They're going down, we're going up. So don't get yourself all caught up in what's going on in the world. You're on a whole nother spiral. Move accordingly. Yeah. Yo,
We're in a whole other...
just a reminder.
We're in a whole... We're in the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great-great-great-granddaughter is doing fine. If you know that song, you deserve a Nickelodeon cookie. Yeah, seriously. But, is that it? Is all I wanted to show you for right now? Because I could keep going, but I don't want to waste none of you guys' time here. So what I am going to show you guys is the Three Sisters. Shout out to Bobby Hammond. Alright, so he said, I put it in my book here. Let's see. I put it in my book here. I'm going to look for it right now, because I write these things down every time I listen to Remedy H or Serious Temple, for example, or Bobby Hammond, basically. And other stuff, too, that I've learned and stuff like that, and put stuff down, obviously. Let's see. Come on. I know it's around here somewhere. I have a lot of pages that I wrote down, so... Bear with me here. Bear with me. I should be almost close here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I made it like a whole crystal thing. I went to the Astored and I did all of this. And this is the apartment building that I live in. So I did all of that. Literally. You know, and every time I like go outside and shit like that, I literally see it. Like I can literally feel the energy from it and stuff like that. Is this okay? Gotta go back. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was explaining how to like move stuff with this and stuff like that, with your aluminum foil or your empty water bottle and stuff like that. This is what I put. I put to move stuff, move your hands or arms and fingers, then you then you inhale, sorry about that, then you inhale, you breathe in and out, and push or throw that energy to what you are throwing it at to, basically. So hold on. I always need to, hold on, I don't know if you guys can see this here. No, you can't. You can barely see this here. Oh well, you know what? You guys see me pushing that and everything like that. So, yes, you just hold that in, and there you go. That's just my perspective and my experience with it. Not to say, like I said before in the early in the video, that hey, even when I go like this and I don't hold the energy in here, I still could do it. You know, obviously. But what's more powerful? It's up to you. You know, if you feel like you have to and then do that, then you could do it. But if you feel like you need to and then do it, then you could do it. Kind of reminds me of if you watch Black Lightning. In Black Lightning, the sister, for her to not get shot with bullets, she's like, she holds her breath, and then bullets bounce off of her and shit like that, and she can fight a lot better and shit. So there is that. If you watch Black Lightning, but I had to finish that show. I never finished it. I stopped at season 4. Not to say it was bad or anything. I just stopped. So, but let's see. Come on, 3 sisters. Come on. Is this it? Yes, this is it. The 3 sisters, 3 goddesses. Liquor of London Dry Gin, which I have right here, and Canada Whiskey, which is right behind this bar right here. I mean, right behind my phone here. And Canada Whiskey. All right. So it's an elixir, and it's a doorway. It will heal you. Other liquid will open doorways within you. So there's that. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett because he talked about that. Look up the 3 sisters, and I think some brother will talk about it too. And then you'll find Bobby Hemmett's video. So this is what I got right here, so for you guys to see what I got. This only cost me about like $8 or $9. So there was one that was bigger than this, and it cost like $23, and I was like, no, I'm not made out of money. But anyways, then I got this one. This one was a lot cheap. Or actually, no, this one was like $13, about 14, and then this was like 9 or 8, $8.99. So basically $9 So 14 and $9 right there. So not a bad price. I was thinking about like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. But the fact that it was there, I remember one day after Bobby Hemmett after I saw that video from Bobby Hemmett, I went to the liquor store one day, right? And all of a sudden I see this. And when I saw this, I knew right away. I'm like, that's Spirit right there. I was just looking for it. I was just like, oh, let's see if they have it. If they don't, that's fine. Maybe Spirit doesn't want me to try it or anything like that. Or maybe Spirit wants me to, but not right now. You know, sometimes that happens. But when I saw this bottle, I already knew that Spirit was just like, here it is. And I'm over here like, I need the Canada one. I don't know where's the Canada one. My higher self is like, well, you better fucking look for it then. Oh god, the relationship that I have with my higher self and shit like that is, it's hilarious. It's funny. It's funny as shit. But let me take this out because it's already charged and shit. So I gonna put some here. Put some 3 sisters in here. And don't put too much. If this is your first time doing it, guys, do it like a shot glass and shit like that. That's what I did. So, and I guess you could put some type of other beverage if you think it's too much for you. But I mean, insert a healthy juice right here. You make your own juice at that point. If you're all gonna put a juice in this, make your own juice. To be quite honest with you, it would be a whole lot better. Whole lot better. I guarantee you. Let me put this over here. Sorry, I'm moving stuff right now. Sorry, someone has to hold my phone. I don't have my Hawk figure here, so sorry. My Incredible Hawk figure is somewhere around this. But all right. Here's some gin. Oh wait, this is the gin, right? Oh yeah, this is the gin. This is the Canada whiskey. So put some of that here. Okay, you don't want too much and you don't want too little. Alright, you just want it just right, like the Goldilocks and 3 Bears type shit. Yo, can we talk about that for a minute? This white bitch goes to a bear's house, which is most likely a brother and a sister in a kid's house. You know, our people, and she sleeps on our bed. The nerve, the bitch, the whore. But she was a kid. Oh, they just bit that so you feel sympathy for her. There's a reason why they eat her in the original version. Was it the good fairy tales, I believe? But anyways, you just mix it up. You know, mix it up a bit. This is how much you should have. You know, if you are trying it, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not making no one do anything. So, you know, everyone's different. Everyone's different when it comes to their spiritual stuff. And it's funny, too. Look, blue moon. Shit. Oh, but it's illegal to make blue moon, but, you know, these motherfuckers can sell it. You know, it's supposed to be like a moonshine or something like that. So, and there's another thing, too. You know the Cuphead video game? Originally, the little things that they put in their cups was actually moonshine. That's why when they grabbed a liquor bottle and had the XXX symbol, it was actually moonshine, and they put it in their head, basically. But they changed it to make it like milk or something. I think moonshine's a lot better because it's supposed to pay homage to those 30 cartoons that are really all about us, actually. So, can we hurry up here? So is there anything else that I could talk about? Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to drink this, but before I drink it and give you my experience with it, maybe I could show you one little video right here. Or maybe we can listen to some video about a brother here or something like that. Because there's so many stuff that's happening right now, guys, that I've been showing you. And I've been doing this a lot. I've been moving this. I always show my mom about this, my sister. My mom freaked out. And she's like, is that spiritual? I'm like, yes, it is. You know, you show your people this and automatically they want to think that you're worshiping the devil or some shit. Oh, you're doing witchcraft, which we're supposed to be doing witchcraft, guys. That's our thing. What do you think what do you think they misconstrued what is it? Black magic and witchcraft, basically. Why do you think they disown that? Why do you think these motherfuckers are afraid of it? They don't want us to tap into that. Alright? And by the way, when you manifest something, when you think about something, that's alchemy, and that's literally you being you basically being a wizard. You know? You're already doing the voodoo shit anyways, just by you thinking and you manifesting it, because you're thinking it a lot. You know, especially when you're in tune to thyself, and you can see it, and you can imagine it, and you can pull that force energy right out of you. You know? So, I said this a long time ago, too, to wicked motherfuckers. I got something for you. Shout out to Remedy H. When he said the same shit, too, I'm like, yo, for real. Because, you know, I got something for you, motherfuckers. Alright? All I had to do was go like, and just all I had to do is this. And I guarantee you, the energy will go straight to your fucking head and you will melt. All you have to do is just think about it. You just be like, stone. Like that, and boom, they turn into stone. You know? Seriously. But you need to put your, you have to put a lot of energy into it too. You know? Not a lot to the point that you probably feel tired. It probably depends on the person. Because if you've been doing this for a while, you probably won't feel as tired. But if you use a lot of energy just to do that to that person, then yeah, you probably will feel tired, you know? That's why in the newest Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1, the orcs knew that it took time for Godzilla to do his nuclear breath, because that's a lot of power he just wasted right there, you know? So that's why you see Godzilla going like, and then like that, you know? He's just unleashing all that cosmic energy right out of his freaking, out of his soul, basically, you know? That atomic breath that he throws is his soul. Yeah, alright? I'm telling you. And then there's other versions of Godzilla when he has 2 brains, basically. One in his head and one where his tail's at, basically. which will make sense because its hair has a mind of its own sometimes. So, again, depending on what Godzilla version we're talking about. But Godzilla is based on us anyways. So there's different forms of Nagas and Naginis, you know? So there's that. And that's the best part. Oh, wait, I gotta show you this shit. This is the shit that I grew up with Godzilla. And this is the shit that's gonna happen soon. Seriously. These orcs will be in the hospital seeing us. They'll be like, oh, nothing's gonna happen to me. Whew. And then, fuck you, bitch, you thought. Oh, man. I mean, that's my favorite version of Godzilla. That's Ghost Godzilla. In the spiritual enlightenment way, guys, you gotta know about that Godzilla. You know why? Because that is the Godzilla that Japan forgot about what happened during World War II with the Nagasaki type shit, the whole blowing up Japan and shit like that. And that's the story of this movie. Japan forgot of their history, and guess what? The ghosts of the dead people that have died during World War II were so pissed off that they manifested together and created Godzilla. And that's why his eyes are all pure white and shit. Like, oh, God. That is fucking badass and cool. That is cool. So, but I always like to think about, like, it's just all people coming together. And it's like, no, you blew up all shit, basically. Oh, it's just, oh, man. It's just so good. It is. It's so good when you look at it in a spiritual enlightenment way, guys. With these movies. It's so good. A lot of messages, guys. A lot of messages that they will not even fucking tell you. You know how some people will be like, oh, they were, what is it? Disclosure is going to happen eventually. And I'm over here like, disclosure has already been happening to begin with. You know? Disclosure will happen. It's been happening forever. They showed it to you in these movies. What? What do you mean, what? Oh, God, man. Governor H made a video right here. I'm linking into the 7th dimension. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'll put that on right now. Shout out to Seema. Seriously.
Special dimension because it is
watching this right now. This is my first time watching this. So.
Of your cerebral or mental capacity. It involves access and oversight to all lower dimensions, so dimensions 1 through 6, as well as the different multi-parallels and dimensions. This is where we find examples of what they would like to call time travel, being able to jump through different parallels. If you've ever seen Spider-Man Miles Morales and how in
Back to the Future,
there was a Spider-Man that just showed up in different ways depending on what was going on, what energy was being provided at that time.
What is it? Back to the Future, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, which is great, and also the Avenger stuff, Endgame, when they have to go back in time and stuff like that. Like I said before, Thanos in Endgame, Thanos in Infinity War, that is us. Thanos is us coming in and taking out these people that think that they're the Avengers, but no, Thanos is the Avenger, baby. And then in Endgame, Thanos becomes these wicked beings when he's like, oh, I'm gonna exterminate all life of the universe and then restart it from the ground up. And then the Avengers are like, no one won't remember who. Then you're just gonna eliminate everyone and no one won't remember what happened here, basically. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And they're like, we're not gonna let that happen. See, it's almost like us. Like these wicked beings would be like, oh, we're gonna wipe out everything that's around here, so the next generation won't even remember or won't even know who came here before. Sound familiar? You know? So, oh man, that's why I love those two movies. Watch those movies back to back if you ever got the chance to. Seriously, I don't care. Take a part of your day to watch those two movies back to back. Seriously, because it's well worth it. Also, to Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans. I just watched Wrath of the Titans not that long ago. So many good messages in that movie, bro. For crying out loud. Pluto, Hades, wanted to bring out the Titans. He called out Kronos, his daddy, so he can unleash his daddy to get him out of Tartarus. And guess who was right next to Hades? Ares, the god of war. God, just every time I see that stuff, guys, it just gets me here in my third eye, and it gets me on top of my crown chakra sometimes, guys. Seriously, because it's that type of in tune that I am with it, that I look at it and I'm like, people are looking at this as entertainment, and I'm over here looking at it like, wow, like, so many messages in here, bro. So many messages. And then they even gave you the message of, like, Zeus's staff, lightning bolt, Poseidon's staff, and Hades' staff. All Cronus' children, especially the females, I'm sure they have weapons too. But in the movie, they put them all together to stop Kronos himself. And you have Perseus flying around and throwing it at Kronos' mouth and shit like that. And Kronos is gone and shit like that. But that shows you right there that these gods got certain weapons that they could put together, you know? And like Zeus's lightning could be together with Poseidon's staff and shit like that. Like stuff like that. Stuff like that really interests me in stuff like that. And also in this movie, there's a line that Hades and Zeus were talking, you know? And Hades was like, how we gonna fight Kronos? We have no weapons. And yo, Zeus comes out of nowhere. I love this line. Zeus comes out of nowhere and he's like, we already have powers before we use weapons. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That line right there, I'm like, oh, preach. It's true. We had powers before we used weapons. You know? But that's why we do make weapons, so we can, so it enhances us, but also enhances the stuff that we're making, you know? What do you think some of us are moving stuff right now? Because we're building stuff, you know? And upgrading those stuff too, you know? So, something to think about, So let's move on with Seema's video right here.
It's basically an example of how once you get to this point, you can jump through different parallels, see different time periods, see different things occurring everywhere at once. Just like that movie, Everywhere, Everything, and Nothing All at Once. But I don't really remember the exact name of the movie, but
it's a long
that
title.
movie right there pretty much explores the idea of the seventh dimension. More in tune with the unseen connection.
Well worth of a watch of that movie. I want to buy that movie just to put it in my Enlightenment timeline and stuff like that. Because you see that right there? You see that right there? The little box right there? The black one? All of that stuff has all my movies that I literally made a timeline of all the Enlightenment stuff and what's going to happen soon on this planet. I made a whole timeline about it. And technically it's done. But the only thing that's not done is the in-between stuff. I still need to get MFKZ motherfuckers. I still need to get that. And I think that's really it. And the other Wrath of the Titans, I need to get that one too, because I already have Clash of the Titans. So there's still like a few movies that that are not complete in my collection, but overall, it's basically done, you know?
With learning alchemy and how different things relate to each other, manipulating those relations to generate whatever reality it is that you want. Basically, a manipulation of matter. For example, thinking about telekinesis and how people can move things with their minds without ever laying a physical hand on it. That is describing the seventh dimension.
Okay, so like the young sister said, you know, you start dealing with the seventh dimension, you start dealing with time travel, you, now, here it goes. Now, you start telling you the third dimension, you know, it's the physical realm, all right?
Yeah.
This material realm. You go into the fourth dimension, that's the astral realm. Fifth dimension is the spiritual realm, all right? Sixth dimension is where you're dealing with the multiverse, parallel worlds. All right, the multiverse and parallel worlds. The seventh dimension is when you can time travel, just like she said. All right, so you're the observer.
Also, in the Kingdom Hearts series, you can time travel, but there's rules to that. Now, if you don't know how Kingdom Hearts rules work, I'll explain it right now. So, if you know, you know. But I'll do a quick synopsis of how you time travel in the Kingdom Hearts video games. 1, you need to leave your body behind. 2nd, you need to have the version of yourself in that destination. basically, you know? And most people are like, what if you go back in time before you were born? But if you were in your mother's womb, they didn't explain this in the video game, but I already know this. If you go back in time when you're in your mother's womb, you could still go there, basically. You could still go there, because you're alive, you're just in your mother's womb being developed, you know? So, that's what I figured out from Kingdom Hearts, the video games. They didn't have to tell you that. You had to figure that shit out yourself, you know? So this is why I say, guys, you got to study a lot of shit around here sometimes, you know? And yes, it's easy to probably watch these clips on YouTube, but you're not going to get the full experience if you're not playing these games, basically. I understand, hey, you don't want to waste your time playing a long hour game. Well, put it on easy mode if it has an easy mode. A lot of RPGs nowadays has a beginner mode, and you could just go right through it as, just for the story alone, you know? Because the story for Kingdom Hearts is not bad. It's really fucking enlightening as fuck. Without that game, I wouldn't be thinking the way I'm thinking right now, because that game let me expand my mind of outside of the box, outside of the box, outside of the box, outside of the box. And when I tell people that, they get scared of I can't go outside the box, outside of the box, outside of the box. I don't know. So, let's continue on.
You have your past, the past light cone, you have the future light cone. Basically,
hold on. I'm sorry about that, guys. When you tell people you're making videos, they just still want to fucking bother you.
You cannot
go
reshape the past. You cannot reshape the past. But you go back to the past, you travel into the past to be educated on what happened that caused the situation during present day. Therefore, you can travel into the 7th dimension. Alright? And when you travel to the 7th dimension, you're tapping into the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. The 4th is your astral realm, the 5th is your spiritual realm, your 6th is when you're dealing with your parallel worlds, your parallel galaxies, your parallel universes, when you start dealing with the multiverse. And the 6th dimension is dealing with the multiverse, but the 7th dimension, you literally are traveling into these different areas. And just like she said, you know, we got Miles Morales. If you watch Miles Morales Spider-Man, the young brother who's a Spider-Man, what happened? Everything is mental. Okay. They showed you him going into another loop of time and seeing a different version of himself.
Yep.
Everything is mental. But if you notice, like in Miles Morales, he got to a point where he was like, his dad was dead in another lifetime, in a different parallel world, but where he originally came from, where the reality that he came from, his dad was alive.
Yes.
So he's trying to figure out how to reshape time, how to change the course of time so his dad wouldn't die in his reality. So this is the thing about it. When you start dealing with this is a perfect example. All right. So
another example is that the main character Sora, he travels through time also, but what he does is that he dies. He dies. And the people that remember him, he travels through time through that. That's how it's kind of complicated a little bit. He dies, right? And then for him to restart what happened before he died, he goes back in time, basically, from the version of when he was there, transfer his heart that was in the heavens, his soul basically, but it's really hard because it's Kingdom Hearts. Transfer his heart back to where he was at, and then back to where he was at before shit got terrible. And then when something happened to each of his members, he switched his heart to each person. That way they could be okay and not die, basically. And then eventually went back to him, and then he had to fight one of the bad guys, basically. And then one of the bad guys is like, do you know what you're doing? You know, you're breaking a taboo thing, basically. Because how the villain did, the villain went back in time too, but he did it in a different way. he left his body, like I mentioned before, he left his body behind. And since there was another version out there for him, since there was another version of him out there, basically, then he could go in that time, basically, you know? So it's kind of like that. And it's weird, too, because in the Kingdom Hearts world, there's these creatures called Heartlesses, right? So when you die in the Kingdom Hearts world, you turn into a Heartless. But it's not just that. You get two versions of yourself. One that's called a Heartless and one that's called a Nobody. A Nobody is the body, while the heart is the heart. And if you destroy them, basically, eventually the original person comes back together, basically. You know, with all their memories intact and everything like that. But the Nobody that doesn't have a heart can grow a heart and be their own person. You see? And yes, they would still have the memories of the previous life, but now they're their own person with their own traits and their own name. Even though they might look like the same person when they died, it's completely different now, you know? Trust me, a lot of people are like, I'm already confused. That's what Kingdom Hearts is, guys. That's what Kingdom Hearts is, alright? Seriously. Then when you think of a lot of stuff and how this happened, you'll be like, holy shit. So going back, when the main villain tells Sora, the main character, that, hey, you broke a taboo thing, and Sora just starts laughing like Goku, and he's like, hey, you're not the only person that can time travel, you know? And that's one of the reasons why, spoiler alert, he dies permanently in the game, basically. Because he did a taboo thing. He did a taboo thing, basically. He was not supposed to go back in time to when he died and transfer his body to all his friends to actually protect his friends to make sure they do not die at all, basically. Because in that moment, they all were supposed to die, basically. It was supposed to be like a hero's journey. They die, he saves them, and all that stuff. That's what really was supposed to happen. And that was not a taboo thing. But what broke the taboo thing that Sora did is that he was like, you know what? If I could go forward, yes, and save my friends still, but I'd rather do this. Since the bad guy went back in time in a way, and there's a version of him there, that's what happened with Sora. There's already a version of him there. So he's still working with the logic of the villain. But the only difference is, the villain even told Sora in one of the games, in the laws of time, you must go forward. Because it's the laws of time. You have to go forward. You can't go back. And that's what Sora did. He went back. And that's what killed him. Even more. How do you become dead and dead? It's kind of loud, guys. It's Disney meets Final Fantasy. Come on. And most people that don't know the series will hear Disney and Final Fantasy and they'll be like, now they will understand how the world is, basically. So, and it's not even convoluted. It just gets, not even confusing. It's just you need to expand your mind to see that to the point you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. And when you do explain it, it is confusing, basically. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy 1, when the main villain died, like you kill the main villain in the beginning of the game, but when you do kill the main villain of the game, he's brought back to his original timeline, and the four main bad guys that you defeated along your journey, when you kill him, they go back in time and they bring him to the present time so you can fight him again. And then when he dies again, it's just a loop and a loop and a loop and a loop. Even though by the end of the game, the loop is broken and no one does remember you. Not even the heroes that saved the world. So, was it worth it? Was it worth it or was it pointless? I leave that up to you guys. Seriously. I'm not even talking about video game quality or anything like that. I'm talking about like if you did that in real life, would you think it's worth it? That's up to you. Me, I don't think it's worth it to just have a constant, like, being a flow of doing the same shit over and over again, basically. You're not breaking how you breaking the cycle, you know? So.
Third dimension is your material realm. Your fourth dimension is the astral realm. Your fifth dimension is the spiritual realm. Sixth dimension is your multiverse. Parallel worlds, parallel universes, parallel galaxies. Understand that? A seventh dimension is where you're able to travel into all of this. The fourth dimension allows you to literally travel into the fifth and the sixth, because the fourth dimension is the astral realm. That's the realm where you're allowed to travel freely. You can travel through the spiritual realm because of the fourth dimension. You can travel into these multiverses because of the sixth dimension. Sixth dimension is multiverses, the parallel worlds. All right. So this is where we're coming into the seventh dimension. And this is where, like she says, we're using 50% of your brain capacity, because now you're going into the future and you're going to this state of meditation, to the spiritual realm. You're going, linking into parallel worlds, and you're reshaping the future the way that it's supposed to be shaped. All right. This is real power. This is raw power. Where you can literally travel into the past. You can see everything that happened in the past. All right. Then you come back to present day and say, okay, because this happened in the past, and you cannot reshape the past, because if you try to reshape the past, you're going to literally X yourself out of time.
You see?
Right.
You see? That's what happened with Sora. If you go back in time to try to fix it, you're going to X yourself out of time. And that's what Sora did in Kingdom Hearts 3. Look at that. See, I just mentioned this before Gravity H mentioned it. Yo. Can't make this shit up. Shout out to you, Seema. Seriously.
But you come back to the present and you say, okay, this is why this is this way here. So let's go into the future. Let's travel into the future. And we're going to reshape the future. And everything is mental. You got to understand, we're the original beings of this realm. All right? We're the original beings. We're the ones who literally can control time.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, when Sora does do that by the end, he doesn't go to heaven or hell or anything like that. He goes to the realm of in-between. And that is what they mentioned in the Kingdom Hearts game. I didn't make that up. In the game, they literally mention that. Sora is stuck in the realm between worlds. Physical and spiritual. He's basically, when you think about it, he's basically in, what is it? What's it called? And, limbo.
And we can control the very facet of time to work in our favor. You travel into the seventh dimension as a timekeeper. That's one thing that I'll also do, is I go into the future. And then I'll say, this is what's going to happen on this day, this day, and those things happen. Because why? As a timekeeper, I have to go into the seventh dimension. I have to link into this dimensional energy, and I have to literally bring everything up to speed. And
most people be like, wait a minute, but would he be doing what Sora did? No. You see, you could go to the future, but you could go back to the past. Kind of like you see it Back to the Future, basically. But what Sora did, he didn't went back to the present, basically. He went back to the past, not all the way back to the past, basically. Like, he didn't went back to the present of when they died to bring them back, basically. He went back to the point where they did die and try to help them out before they died. You know how everyone has like a time limit to be here? You can't fuck up that time. You can't fuck up that time limit. When Brother Death, when Kronos, the Grim Reaper himself, when Kronos comes in to collect, it's time. Basically. There's a reason why you see Kronos with the freaking scythe. He's the god of death. Alright? I'm sure there's a female god of death too. Why wouldn't there be? You know? It's a balance type of thing, you know? So, that's why I always think too, sometimes if there's a male version or a female version, there needs to be another version of it too. Because it's about balance. It's all about balance. And if it's not out there, it's inside of you. You see that? So, again, balance. So,
shape everything. And reshape everything. And bring everything to light. You understand this, okay?
of the mind. I would also refer it to as infinity. This tool is to fuel all the other minds.
Yo, hold on. It's funny that Remedy shows like the little picture of the flat Earth type of shit, even though it's not. It's just like a plane of existence and shit. But I want to point that out mainly because I saw this orc made a video about the lands outside of the ice walls and shit like that. He literally was like, our planet is not round. It's actually a snowman. You can't make this shit up. When I heard that shit, I'm over here like, yep, we're snowman, but the sun and the moon are round, like a circle. Yeah, everything around here was round, but us. Now, I can understand, now if the orc explained himself more of like, hey, I gotta separate these, and yes, it might look like a snowman, but I'm showing you the layers of it. Then I would have been like, you see, thank you for explaining it like that. But he never did. No, he just said, it's just a snowman. And I'm over here like, confuse our people even more. Or confuse yourselves even more. Sometimes when I see that shit, I'll just shake my head and I'm like, are people good over here? You know what? Hold on. I'll pause with Remedy H's video right now because I'm not showing you the video. I have to show you the thumbnail. Alright? To this shit. Because this is just too fucking hilarious to me. I could take out Instagram right now. This is just way too fucking funny. Let's see. Okay. Lands beyond the ice walls. There it is. Look at this. Look at this shit. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch this video or anything like that, but look at this. Now, if he pointed out that these were layers, I would understand what this orc is talking about. But he literally shows this video and he's like, yeah, it's actually a snowman, guys. It's actually a snowman. This has one sun, this has a sun and the moon, and this one just has a sun. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't show that. You could clearly see, yes, there's a sun, another sun, a sun, and a moon. Right there, you know? That's why when people see a whole bunch of objects in the sky, I'm over here like a whole bunch of round suns in the sky. You know, I'm over here like, you know? But things are always changing around here, too. You guys don't even know. We probably have other planetary bodies that wasn't in that section, but it is right now. You know? So, that's what a lot of people need to think about. But let's go back to Remedy H's video.
In this state of the mind, there is nothing but being. More one than one can describe. Infinity is nothing, and nothing is infinity. The visualization is seeing everything and nothing all at once. Let's use the apple visualization example. You would see the apple in every dimension, but also in none, as well as in everything else.
You have 7 dimensions in this realm. Now, each dimension has 7 densities. Now, we call densities.
Good thing I showed. Good thing I look. We're just hitting on notes and fires today, aren't we? Like, look at this. Look at this. Remember the things I was talking about with the snowman shit? Well, look at this.
You have 7 dimensions in this realm.
You see?
Each dimension has.
You see the dimensions and stuff like that. See, people don't think that, if you go to a water, it's not another dimension. Yes, it is, guys. Yes, it is. There's whole other creatures and all that stuff. And if you go even deeper, it's another dimension. Come on, guys. Don't stop playing with me with this shit. It's the same thing when we say that, hey, I went to this land and that's another dimension. Because something will take place there differently than it takes place here. Just like in New York, look at how it is here in Massachusetts. Or the only thing that I'm hearing right now from Massachusetts is shit flying in the sky. Like you're seeing everyone else. And we live close to New York. You would think some of that shit would come over here already. You know? You know? But there's a reason for that. It's a different dimension, a different realm. It's its own little bubble with other bubbles in between it, basically. Think about that. We're in a giant planet, Tiamat, and she has other sections of like realm, like you see with the ice walls and shit, obviously. And then in those continents, you have other realms too. You have a little here, Massachusetts, here, Boston, here, Connecticut. You know, for example, here, Springfield. All different ones, but they can all interconnect, of course. But again, going back, they're still realms at the end of the day. What happens here may happen in another place, and that is fine. That's why when you hear people be like, oh, well, it didn't happen in my area. And just because it didn't happen in your area doesn't mean it didn't happen at all. I hate that shit, bro. I fucking despise that shit. That's so fucking dumb fucked. Literally, that's literally putting your fucking head in the sand or in your ass or something. Because that is such disrespectful, bro. In my opinion. That has to be such a disrespect, in my opinion. You know? And I'm sometimes those people that don't give a fuck to the point I will be disrespectful to not to get my point across, but to literally be like, this is what's up. It's not my fucking opinion anymore. My opinion died years ago when I tapped into Mama and I felt her vibration. And I was just like, fuck my shit. What's her? What she's feeling, what she's going through. Alright? Because fuck what the fuck I'm going through. Alright, basically. You know? Not to say you couldn't get right with the planet on that, of course, but going back to what I said, you are the cells of the planet. Alright? If she has to take you out, she will take you out and replace you with another one. Right? Plus, you're part of her anyways. You just be reincarnated again. You know, your body will be used, but then your soul and spirit will be coming back to either another ward, basically, or back to this ward. You know? So, let's go back and listen to them.
Now, we could say we call densities a level of consciousness. So there's a dimension, and that 7 levels of consciousness you could obtain. And when you get to that 7th density, you expand on to the next dimension, which has its own 7 densities that you have to go through to evolve out of that dimension. The first density we would call...
I love that he says how the density it is. Why do you think when you go under the sea, the density gets more denser and denser and denser? But there's like fishes down there that don't get squished or anything like that. Because their body types are different. And that's another dimension. And why do you think these motherfuckers, when they try to bring their ships down there, or themselves down there, they get crushed? Why? First of all, they're not supposed to do that anyways. They're not part of this planet. You know? First of all. Second of all, your body needs to adapt. You can't just go, you know, this is why you see these Godzilla movies, that Godzilla doesn't just swim all the way down to the surface. He takes his time. He goes like this. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit cool. All right, let me get a little bit more cooler over here. Okay, when it's just right for him, basically. He doesn't go like... People think that, but in real life, in all physics and all that stuff, do you really think that would work? Not that long ago, I saw something that these motherfuckers went to Antarctica, right? And they saw, like, creatures. They saw, like, creatures in the water. And one of them tried to do something, tried to grab it and shit like that. And guess what they did? Bring them up to the surface as fast as they can. And guess what happened to them? They were in the ice cold in Antarctica. They died. They died. They died. Instead of going up slowly as you should, they knew these beings that lived in the water that are most likely our brothers and sisters, or we just know them as cousins, basically. They were there, you know, and they knew that the science behind all of this, of what we could do to these guys if they try to do anything to us. Oh, you touch me? Okay, then I'm going to send you all the way up, fast as hell to the surface. And that's going to kill you. Easy. 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 And they didn't have to touch you. They just went like, just lift the water up. This is something that, it's funny that these orcs keep trying and trying and trying, but every time they see their own die, they over here like, so who's next? No emotion, nothing. Nothing. They don't feel nothing. I'm sure some of them will be like, yo, what the fuck? We can't do this shit anymore. But some of them are going to be like, shut up. We're going to keep doing it. Alright? It's like that one meme. Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Okay. Yeah, I apologize to that people. They're messing with my feet. You see? I ain't lying. I'm speaking from the heart here. I'm speaking from the freaking soul right here, baby. Because when I see this shit, I have to say it. You know, I think it's a little too bright in here. And I'm like... fuck it. Doesn't matter. But let's continue on with Remedy H's video. After this, let's take a sip right now of the Three Sisters right here. I'm just trying this out. I'm trying it. You guys, I'm not really drinking a lot and shit like that. I didn't even do that yesterday. I was just chilling and meditating and doing this a lot, you know. So you have to. We in that time to do stuff. And the fact that we are moving this just says what times we live in, man. If any brother, I'll say this right now. If any brother and sister laughs at us pushing all of this stuff, all I have to say is you probably will never get what you're gonna get. What you're supposed to get. What you're naturally supposed to have, bro. You know? But oh no. It's sad. It's sad. But there are some brothers and sisters that will see you do this and they'll be like, I want to try that. I want to do that. How do you do that? Easy. Knowing thyself, meditation and stuff like that. Building, getting to know to thyself, and learning a lot more about how technology works, to be quite honest with you. You can, of course you can look at a whole bunch of videos, but execution is everything. Trying it out is also everything, But it's still not bad to look at videos and stuff like that. And write that shit down, by the way. Write that shit down. Alright? I'll go things down and stuff like that. I've came up with other things right now, and I've wrote it down. Because I'm just like, I would like to get this stuff done, and I need to freaking... But I've just been upgrading that fucking wand right there. But, well, there's no excuses, right? No fucking excuses. But the best thing is, it's almost like this. If you're not building, you gotta at least keep moving your Tai Chi. You still gotta keep doing your Tai Chi. You still gotta do some research of how to fucking make something. And research how to, research a lot of stuff about nature, basically. Like, did you know you can eat dandelions? You can even make them out of tea. You know? This is the stuff that I'm talking about. You guys gotta know what you can eat around here. Alright? Not a lot of things around here are to eat. Some of them are just herbs, just for you to do, spells and stuff like that. And other things. You know? So, and that's for a reason. That's for a reason. So, let's continue on. And I'm about to drink the Three Sisters right now. Alright? Anyone that has done this, well, shout out to y'all. I was going to take a shot. I did not take that shot. I almost gulped the whole thing. Woo! At least I don't have to feel cold. But alright, let's continue on with Remedy H's video. I'm sorry for halting, but I just had to point some of this stuff out, guys. Because it is that time. It is that time. It is. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to literally know thyself. And we already know what these motherfuckers are planning right now. Read Direct, the sister. I barely watch her videos sometimes, but nothing against the sister. But when I saw her, one of her latest videos, when they say that they're going to basically kind of put religion in this new stuff that the president is trying to do and shit like that. When I heard that stuff, I'm over here like, I knew eventually it was going to happen anyways, because this is how these people are, right? And when I heard that stuff, all I know is that they're getting ready to do the fake invasion type stuff. I already know that. Alright? The invasion already happened, my people. If these motherfuckers come out of nowhere and saying that, oh, we're the extraterrestrials and they look like fucking reptilians, those are not your brothers and sisters. They need to look like Nagas, but they're not going to show you that. No, alright? Because we won't do that. We don't do that shit. We don't do what these motherfuckers do, okay? Why would we show ourselves on TV when we can show ourselves right in fucking front of you, your own doorstep? You know? Especially if it's your own family member that came back, wants to see you. Like, hey, you know, my dad, you know? You know? Oh, man, that's going to happen a lot around here. A lot of people are going to, oh, man. Every time I think about that, there's a lot of people around here that are going to be baffled as hell. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be baffled as hell. Some people are probably going to be like, did the government clone my mom or dad or sister or brother? I guarantee you some people will think about that. I mean, I probably won't blame them if they don't know what the fuck's going on, but if they know about the cloning stuff, how do you not know about the other stuff? The spiritual stuff, and knowing who you are, and knowing that these motherfuckers are going to be gone. They even say it in that fucking Bible. They say it in all these fucking religions texts, guys. They say it all, and then they also say it, even if you don't look at the religious stuff, they see it in all the civilizations all around the world. An invasion, a great flood, or you could reverse that, great flood, invasion, you know, obviously high technology, advanced people, but then a fall, like I said, you know, with the flood, and then an awakening happened when people would know that people would know who's suppressing them, and then those people that knew that's been basically a mental slave all their lives, and they woke up, they are gonna go after these wicked motherfuckers. All right. Not no other wicked that's coming down from the sky. I mean, not other being that's coming down from the sky, us. There's a reason why so many things around us is changing. It's because we have done the work. There's a reason why you see brothers and sisters out there floating together, literally, basically having a great time. And obviously, there's some motherfuckers shooting missiles at them, and they're over here like, gone. Bye. You shooting at Titans right now. You shooting at cosmic Titans, you dumb idiot. You shooting Godzilla, and it's not working. Godzilla is stopping your bullets before you even fucking destroyed them. Like, there's so many clips out there, guys, showing our people doing our shit. And because we have been doing our work. And this shit is coming to an end to the point that even Mama Tiamat, Mama Planet is like, this is over for you motherfuckers, basically. All of the shit is like, she's putting this shit down. She gave me that message 2 years ago that this shit is about to close down. 2 years ago, she gave me that message. You know? And all I did once I heard that message was get prepared, get ready. You know, keep doing Tai Chi, keep doing stuff that you're doing, moving objects and stuff like that. Keep practicing. You guys got to keep going and going and going, because even when these, again, I've said this before too. Even when these motherfuckers are gone, we're still not going to stop what we're doing here. And the new generation that's going to be born after these motherfuckers are gone, they are not going to know anything about this shit. But we will tell them about it. We will tell them this is what happened, A, B, and C, and D. Doesn't matter how smart they are. Because we will know that our kids can take it. That we need to respect our kids enough that we need to tell this type of information. Alright? This is how you get respect from them. This is how they look at you and they literally treat you almost like a god. I'm dead serious. The reason I say this is because I talk to my cousins and my brother that way. Of like being serious and all that. I didn't even know about the Enlightenment stuff a lot. the spiritual stuff, basically. I didn't even know none of that stuff. But I would still farm and be like, hey, like, you need to beat this and that and everything. I basically was like a big brother, basically. Because I am. I mean, duh. You know, I'm 31 years old and shit like that. Well, this vessel is, basically. And, and, and then the next time I meet them, yo, they have so much respect for me. They took, that they felt a type of way that every time they approach me, they don't approach me like I don't know, like a boy, like a kid. The thing is, I talk to, straight up, these were kids when I talked to them. They were kids when I talked to them. And now when I talked to them the next day after that, they were like full-grown adults looking at me like in their 20s and 30s. I was over here like, holy shit. Because that's the power that we can do, guys. This is what you need to do for your children and your kids, you know? I have no kids, but I have nieces. And they're still young, obviously, you know, but this shit's going to go down anyways, and they're going to barely remember this shit, you know? So that's the best highlight. Not to say we still do. Obviously, we still need to protect everyone around here, obviously. Our babies and shit. And ourselves. Because who else do we got but ourselves? I'm dead serious. These motherfuckers slaughter us and literally laugh at us and say that you can't do anything about it. And if you do, we're going to arrest you. How does that make sense? You see? You see, when you wake up, when I first woke up, I know I'm still getting to Remy H's video, but still, guys, I have to get this out. When I first woke up and so in tune to myself, I there was this whole thing that a lot of people couldn't, like, I couldn't grasp, basically. Of like, what do you mean the government's doing this? What? Some people feel that way, but it's more common now, more, obviously. But back then, when I woke up in 2012, obviously it wasn't that common. People were like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know? Alright. Let's continue on.
Minerals, rocks, the basic elements, the building blocks of this physical world. Their first density represents a simple form of existence, where consciousness is just beginning to experience itself. In this stage, there's no self-awareness or complex thoughts. It's just pure being. It's just I am. Now, second density would be what we consider plants and animals. Every animal is a person. A person is short for a percentage of the sun. So every object has a percentage of the sun in them. So second density is about growth and movement. Picture plants and animals, living things that grow, reproduce, and they react to their environment, but they don't have self-awareness in the same way humans do. Third density would be humans. Now think of humans who have a sense of self-awareness of their surrounding and emotions and the ability to make conscious decisions. Third density is about self-awareness and choices. Fourth density is unity, which is minded beings that have love, compassion, and a collective of awareness. Fifth density is angelic beings, which is wisdom, knowledge, and guidance. Sixth density is higher spiritual beings, which is unity, service, and balance. And seventh density is the full completion of oneness, merging back into source.
Kind of like the movie Lucy.
So for us to understand the seventh dimension, which is, like she says, you're literally time traveling. You're going, we're dealing with all these other different dimensions. And these dimensions are literally densities. And we're understanding that there is a higher mindset. As you go into these higher densities, the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, what are you doing? You're opening gateways within your mind so that you can think on a higher level, so you can tap into that 0 point energy. Just like we said, you're passing energy from your body. You're literally passing energy from your body when you do your telekinesis or whatever else. You're literally tapping into the 6th dimensions, which means you're tapping into otherworldly power. All right? Parallel worlds, where you're tapping into a world within you that cannot be seen, and you're passing energy into that which you need to either build or to protect, or however you want to say it. So understand that we're moving into this higher dimension where we are reshaping our future, and we reshape our future through the 7th dimension. All these dimensions are mental. Each one of us have the ability to link into these higher dimensions. All right? I'm linking into them. It takes discipline. It takes order. It takes the time for you to want to be one with the all. All right? It takes you to literally be able to contain certain energies within you to bring yourself into a place of the absolute. All right? Remember, discipline plays a huge role in all of this. So the 7th dimension, you gotta remember, like I said before, all the dimensions are mental, y'all. Every dimension is mental. Each one of us has the ability to tap into higher dimensions, but it's all mental. Taking the time, meditation. Here in meditation, you're able to enter different areas, and when you're doing, you enter into different gateways within your mind. Now, these are realities. Understand that these are realities. And what do you do when you come back to self? What do? You bring that reality with you. And therefore, the reality that you bring back with you changes the entire scope of this realm. All right? So, just wanted to share it with you all about the 7th dimension. We're going to go a little deeper a little later, because we want to go into the 8th dimension. But the 7th dimension is that dimension of time travel. All right? Think about Doctor Strange. All right? Think about Doctor Strange. Time traveling. And you'll be able to see things before they happen. But here, what we as the original beings have the power and ability to do is to reshape these things before they happen when we see them. We have the ability, but you have to remember your 4th dimension is your astral, so you have to literally link into the 4th dimension so you can astral travel. All right? The 5th dimension, which is your spiritual energy that helps you to be that within this astral realm. All right, which means you have strong spiritual energy. The 6th dimension is the parallel worlds, or the multiverse, where you're able to travel through time and space within yourself. And say, this is where I need to be. All right, you say, this is where I need to be. This is what I need to be doing. So now I need to change this. All right, this is all about the 7th dimension, brothers and sisters. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Just want to talk about that real quick. We're going to go through some more information a little later. But I couldn't leave out the door before I talked about this here. This is the 7th dimension. This is the power that we have. Now let's reshape our future, brothers and sisters. All right? All power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever and ever. Remember, chaos is everything. All right? Much power to you all.
Okay. That was a good video. But hold on real quick. There was something that I remembered while I was watching this video. I think I should close this off by this video. Let's see. Because this brother over here, I don't even know what to say. And I need to find what I'm looking for. This is great. Oh well. Let's see, because it was about. Okay, you know what? I got it. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just doing this right. Real quick. Okay. So this brother right here, I had to get everything ready so I can actually almost debunk this guy. Listen to this shit.
Community is a cult, and y'all.
Hold on.
The whole conscious community is a cult, and y'all have multiple cult leaders that don't want you to think for yourselves. It would make more sense why the delusion is happening. Carbonation is a delusion. There's no such thing as a carbonated being. Living organisms, bio beings, are composed of carbon, not just melanin-dominant people. They found the periodic table. They said, ooh, they start looking at each other. Ooh, what is this? Somebody says the periodic table. They picked one of the elements and said, ooh, carbon, 666. They ran with that. Bobby Hemmings bumped his head, woke up and said, 666 is black people. Everybody started to run with that like they was etherically downloading that. Wrong. You've never been so wrong. Then I heard somebody say, we got neuromelanin.
Because we have neuromelanin, carbon, native beings, we don't have DNA. We have DEA, RNA, and chloroplasts. Because we have neuromelanin.
But everybody does. Somebody like, huh? Where the melanin? Stop it. You're not the melanated beings. That is embarrassing. If you want to come sit with us at this table, stop saying that. Everybody that is a human being on planet Earth has melanin. Is that clear?
Because we have neuromelanin.
Neurogenesis, neurodevelopment, neurotransmitter, nervous system, nerves, brain. So now the Caucasoids don't have brains? Everybody has goddamn melanin. They don't research what they're saying. So if somebody is an Asian, they're still a melanated being. They just have a different variation of that melanin. I think if you ask them, what is an LL? They're going to say, Elo, God. Wrong. The whole conscious community is a cult. And y'all have multiple cult leaders.
Okay.
I don't want you to think for yourselves.
Okay. Let's see. What does it say here? Let's see. Hold on. I gotta look at it right here, guys, because don't worry, we'll talk about this. Hold on. Let's see. All that plane is what's this? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Right here. All that plane. Just see that what happens when they try to bear witness to the truth. That right knowledge already won, because people like Bobby Hemmett mislead you into spookism. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I just... Oh, wait. I misspelled. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. So... I'm sorry. This brother... You see this? And then you read this here. And then you read this right into spookerism. Okay. Alright. And then what does it say? What does it say? This is a Bobby Hemmett video. And what does it say? Get out of spookerism. And by the way, there's a video out there saying that this person was born without a brain and still function. I'll go back to the Colbin stuff in a minute. Person. Hold on. Is this even real right here? Hold on. Because sometimes on YouTube they have...
We begin with a poignant story tonight of love and sacrifice in the face of overwhelming odds. A young couple learns their child will be born with a debilitating medical condition, and they bring him into the world anyway. Now these parents have a medical marvel on their hands. Here's ABC's David Wright.
Baby born without most of its brain development odds.
Came the day after their 17-week ultrasound.
These are his legs.
His hands and feet are in the air like this.
Okay. The scan where the couple first found out they were having a baby boy.
The ultrasound tech was acting strange. She got really quiet. And when she got to his head and was measuring it, she didn't say a word.
Then, the very next day, the phone rang with sobering news.
They told me he had spina bifida.
Wow. And how did you process that?
I don't really know. I didn't really process it at the time. I couldn't really believe it.
Turns out that initial diagnosis was wrong, but the scan showed a severe brain abnormality. Their son's head was not forming properly, the brain almost non-existent. Miraculously, Jackson survived. He's now just over a year old. The doctors didn't expect him to. In fact, it was the sort of pregnancy where doctors, as gently as possible, mention the word termination. Abortion is much too charged a word.
It wasn't until 23 weeks pregnant that it was brought up.
Got the option.
That we had the option to terminate in the state of Florida until 24 weeks.
To put it bluntly, many American families faced with that 17-week scan would not have brought this baby into the world.
How many fingers do I see?
Jackson's parents gave him a chance.
Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way.
But in a way, this is the essence of that debate, isn't it?
It can be if anybody wants to
Sort
turn
of.
it
Some
into
people
it.
take it that way, but
we never.
we don't try to take it that way.
No.
Hi, handsome.
They did think about termination.
I would feel terrible doing something like that. But if they were to tell me he was going to suffer, or he would be in pain, or my life was in jeopardy, then my thought process might have been different.
We're Christian, and we believe in what we believe in, but we still are going to do the best thing for our family, for Brittany, and ultimately for Jackson.
And this is Jackson today, severely disabled, but thriving.
For us, this is seasonal. We don't have another child. This is the first one.
Even just bathing him is a task that requires both parents.
You want to play with your toys? Was that a yes, or was that a no?
Where do you put his happiness?
He's happy almost all the time. He's just like any other baby. He's teething and gassy, so he's cranky often. There you go. Good job.
And he is the sweetest baby. I know we're biased, and that's fine, but
Every parent.
yeah, of course.
But Jackson is not like most other babies. Here's what his brain should look like. Instead, this is Jackson's brain. Only a year later did neurologists at Boston's Children's Hospital come up with a proper diagnosis.
Microhydration.
So, if you want to see that rest of the video, go right ahead. Hold on. Let me go back to the brain.
Instead, this is Jackson's.
Look at that. See that? Now, I don't want no one to feel bad or anything like that, but when people point out that, oh, these people have brains, I'm like, really? Really? Look at this. This is another one right here.
Discover the story of the incredible young boy. Blessed with a big heart, but born with no brain.
See that?
Lots more fluid there than there should be. Follow his battle for survival.
He's a complete
Against all odds. Extraordinary people, the battle for survival, no brain.
Look at that. You see that? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
But born with no brain.
Look at that. See? So, when this brother says that these people have brains, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, but something's happening to them now. Oh, now you're admitting now you're admitting that they're not supposed to be here? Oh, shit. Now, okay. Look at this. This is what I put on Google when this guy said this stuff. Hold on, guys. Okay. I put this. Does nature have carbon? Simple. Just, simple. Just something simple. It says this. Yes, nature contains a significant amount of carbon. It is a, fundamental element found throughout the natural world. Present in the atmosphere as carbon dioxide in living organism, oceans, rocks, and soil. All right, and is consistently recycled through the ecosystem through the carbon cycle. Okay? So, okay. You talk about the 666 type of stuff, right? Well, look at nature right there. That's carbon right there. You know? And then when you listen to Bobby Hemmett here, you know, we gotta get out of the spookerism. I'm over here like, okay. So, just... Hold on.
Look, understand this. In the ancient world, physics, geometry, astronomy, energy...
Eventually, what is it? Oh, it's 2 minutes. That's fine.
Air, water, all your chemistry that comes from the word alchemy was encoded into mythology. Now, this is the key to get you off the spook. When you see stuff that looks like this that you are scared of, I'm going to tell you there's only energy. And you are energy. Just like the cosmos is energy. This is the key. White man learned this a long time ago, and he been ruling the world and all, and got y'all messed up. Y'all pray every day in the damn church and all, and you the worst people on earth as far as your condition. Can't get out of nothing. Don't see, the problem is you've been taking these Sunday school stories that you never graduated out of Sunday school literally. You understand? Anytime you see hieroglyphic icons and symbols in the ancient world, it's explaining energy. When you see energy like this that looks the most hideous, it's explaining the most powerful energy. You understand? You see how you get some more powerful energy? They put a damn skull and crossbones on the bottle. You understand that? You see? It didn't mean that the skull and the crossbones was in the bottle. It was explaining the degree of energy. You understand this? You got to get this, because see, everybody's spooked out about some damn devil that don't exist. When you see this robotic go, this is energy. They took a hieroglyph or an icon to explain the most powerful energy on the planet. You understand? You see the third eye.
Sorry about that, guys.
Third eye in you. See what I'm saying? That's called the third eye of Lucifer, which means light bringer. It's a story that's going on in a school of the souls, and ain't got nothing to do with no damn devil up under no ground, and you going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? You are mixing in religious fundamentalism into esoteric teachings.
And wait. In the beginning, he says this too. Hold on. You gotta remember this. Hold on.
Look. Understand this. In the ancient world, physics, geometry, astronomy, energy, heat, light, air, water, all your chemistry that comes from the word alchemy was encoded into mythology. Now, this is the key to get you off the spook.
You see that? That is the key to get off the spook. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, people. Like, listen. Like, because you have this guy being like, what is it? What he said? Let's see. Because people like Bobby Hemmett mislead you into spookism. Really?
All your chemistry that comes from the word alchemy was encoded into mythology. Now, this is the key to get you off the spook.
And what does that say right here? What does that say down there? Get out of spookerism. Well, people, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. If you like this video, or like it too if you want to. Hopefully you hopefully you guys enjoyed what I showed you and stuff like that. And I'm trying to show you guys. Hopefully I can do this. I've been trying to stop myself from saying hopefully for some reason. Let's see if you guys can see me do this. You know what? There. I know someone's gonna be like, use the water. Okay. See? And let's see. I did grab this once. Let me see if I could. Can I stand this up later? Can I like? Oh well, forget it. Well, you guys can see me moving the water. See? So keep practicing, guys. Keep practicing, and you're just gonna be you're gonna do it like a whole bunch of times. Seriously, like let me see, right here. Can you see it here? Damn, you can't see shit down here. Oh well. All right, that's it, guys. I'll close the video off. It's been long enough already. But take care of your side. Take care of you guys, and be safe, and keep doing what you guys doing because this shit it is done. It is over. So. Be safe, guys.